Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make a stop at the 19. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Hurricane. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The short hands, it's Hall. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The option look. Gets it past the marker. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Dropping back, it's Vincent. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. Snags it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success.
And they will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
Number 10 on to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Canes! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Brings up 3rd down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. Takes the handoff. It's awesome. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
8 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
Kansas City, 0.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Throws to the tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Kansas State quick to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. To give to the big fullback. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big guy.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. A first down for the offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw, using his feet to buy time. He's looking on the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game,
wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
and that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Back to pass, it's Vincent. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Fresno State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This pass rush has just been relentless. And you bottom dollar, they're about to bring the heat again. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass, it's Vincent. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Wide open, and it's a foot race. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a ways to go on this 3rd down from the 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kansas State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Inside 10 seconds to go, and the half clock reads 9. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Quickly complete. Shakes off the tackle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Rice. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB. He can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So take that touchdown off the board. You want to create a little space as a receiver, but too much aggression there. And the Wildcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just
throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and move. First down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal flag.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Conway. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And he makes the catch at the 25. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Kansas City, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Floats it out in space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They want to just keep throwing it. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Skips away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Using the quick game. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you want.
He wants to take the top off. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. First down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. Gets away from one. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.